Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and we're back to do another live, uncut, unedited, unscripted, deprogrammed, sugar-free broadcast. So if you're here, it's by divine design. Where it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it. If it does, pick it up. That's it. Either way, bring your intuition to the party and make your choices and decisions responsibly today. Because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on the website located in the title and in the description box. So with all that being said and done, the following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by Spirit. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah, what is the situation? I have the Akashic Tarot out for you first. So let's see, what is the situation in this energy that I am to read about today, please and thank you. And we have some cards coming out. Up in the air. I heard hope floats. As soon as I seen this card, I heard hope floats. Okay, hope floats. Shout out to Michelle. I see Kelsey. Welcome to the channel, Kelsey. It's great to have you. Okay, up in the air. Somebody is what the fuck? Where's this? There's nobody in the hot air balloon. I'm like, somebody lost their hot air balloon. Who lost their hot air balloon? Oh my gosh. This reminds me of a friend of mine. Of course, kind of an estranged friend. I haven't heard from her in years, but when she was first trying to get into the higher vibrations, she came up with this idea of flying over the BS in her hot air balloon. So it reminds me of her. So anybody named Christina, extra significance for you. And I also heard Chris and Tina. Okay, so we could break that up into two parts. Something being broke up into two parts. Why are this man and this woman just standing there staring at a hot air balloon with nobody in it? Oh, I heard because somebody's been feeding a lot of hot air to something that is not even gonna happen. I'm dead. So somebody was feeding a lot of hot air to something that was not even gonna happen. This is like, it's showing me the energy of, well, this could go wrong, that could go wrong, this could be bad, that could, oh my God, what if this happens? What if that happens? Oh my God, what if this? And it's like somebody reciting all the horrible what ifs that they could possibly think of, or like brainstorming that shit, almost like they were getting paid to be part of a brainstorming group or something like that. And they're masterminding all the shit that could possibly go wrong. I heard that is not the most advantageous way to use that ability. Well, okay. So, interesting though, because these two they've got their jackets on. They're standing in a grassy hill. It's a sunny day. It's partly cloudy sky, but the skies are pretty fair. It's a nice day out. And they're just like, they seem to be out for a stroll in this field. And they're noticing this hot air balloon that's escaping. It's escaping. There's nobody in the hot air balloon. Can you see it? Like, there's nobody in the basket. Nobody is there. Nobody's home. So this is totally giving me this energy about these people. Like, they could have been really stressed or worried about something that was not going to work. That's the energy I'm seeing right now. But that worry, it's like they filled that hot air balloon to make it fly. Maybe they were the ones, or maybe it was somebody else. But right now I'm seeing it like they were the ones that made that idea get enough energy to where it flew. And then I just heard One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Isn't that a book? I don't know. Jakari, hey, baby. You guys would have seen his picture on the community tab. We actually met in person. It was amazing. I felt like, wow. I felt like I was right where I was supposed to be. And that's how they're feeling right now. I feel like that's how they're feeling right now. Like, whoa, we were worried about nothing. Look at everything's fine. We're still standing here. Everything is fine. We're still standing here. Everything is good. I'm glad you all are commenting because you all are going to have your own collective mini reading at the end of the show, which means it's a personal reading for you. But there's all these people that you're soul ties with, and they're going to get their collective reading from your mini reading. Isn't that freaking cool? So yeah, I'm going to do that today too. And so for sure, you all who have commented at this point are all on the list for today. So yeah. So up in the air, I just feel like these, maybe they don't know some things because when something is up in the air, there's like information still yet to be discovered type of a vibe along in there. I need to write your names down so I remember who I said. Okay, I can use a. Where's my pen? Okay. Thank you. I have a whole drawer full of them. Let me write these down though. So I got Michelle. I got Kelsey. I got Jakari. Okay. All right. So let's see what else came out along with these ones where things are up in the air. We don't know what's really going on when things are up in the air. So there's that energy here. What else we have? We have the 7 of Forces, and it says balance. And then I hear balance the checkbook. Somebody here, you really need to balance your checkbook. And then my immediate response to what I heard about balance the checkbook is like, who the fuck uses checks anymore? It's like Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay. Like, who's using checks? I don't know. And then I hear checks and balances. Checks and balances. Checks and balances. Checks and balances is part of our United States government system, or at least it's supposed to be, so that one branch of the government doesn't get out of control from the other branch of the government. But what happens when all the branches of the government are fucking out of control? Who checks their ass? Okay, because we have balance, but where's the checks at? You bitches are balancing your checks. But where's the one that's checking you? Oh, okay. What's with this voice? I don't know. I heard after a long day's work. So somebody has wrapped it up. There's been a long day's work. Yeah, there's a lot of balancing. They seem to be balancing all of our accounts. They seem to be balancing their accounts. But who's checking their ass? That's what I heard. Okay. Not really political, but it is what it is. Yeah, somebody has wrapped up their work, and there's balance. Everything is all tidied up. Why is the door? They left the door open. Your tail is still going through the door. Didn't they teach you to close the door when you go out of the door? Okay, let's see what else we got coming. We gonna see what the message is. It'll come through. It'll get clearer. Oh goodness. Let's do it there. Yeah, that works. Okay. All right. Ooh, the Queen of Forces finally. Ooh, and she looks like she's doing checks and balances. We got her in the middle of the light and the dark, the day and the night, and she proudly holds both. All right. So I'm just gonna see what's at the bottom of the deck. She is cool as fuck. I really like this Queen of Forces. I just want to say, like, she's a bad bitch. First off, look at her demeanor. She looks calm, cool, and collected, unbothered. She is unbothered. She is standing there with water whooshing around her feet, with her badass dress. She's got earrings on. She's got her hair done. She's got a crown on. And she's like, bring it. I heard, bring it, bring it, bring it if you will. And then, of course, I heard fuck around and find out. But yeah. What else about her? Well, she is giving me this balance energy. Oh, I love this. I love this. What I just got, you guys. Hold on. Before I look at the bottom, this is what I just got. So in the past, it was all light. Oh, yeah, we got to be light, Harry Fairy. We got to be all light. Yeah, I am of the light. I'm a light worker. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not knocking it. But what about the other half of reality? What about the other half of duality? That's where this Seven of Forces come in. Balance. Like, hold on a second. Come on in here for a second. Have a seat. Um, their light can't exist without the dark. And then even as I hold this in the camera, I can see, so the desk is like the work area, right? But the door being left open, there's the light. Okay, and the other side where the bookshelf is looks dark. So it's like starting to understand. There was this starting to understand point that we need it all as part of our study, because that's what you do at the desk, you study. And then of course we have the balance beam of the scales right in the center. Like, this is what balance means. It doesn't mean that you're a light worker. It doesn't mean that you're all good all the time. It doesn't mean you gotta have the death of the ego. Because the death of the ego was coming through a minute ago. I don't know why, but the death of the ego. You're not supposed to kill your ego. If you didn't need an ego, God wouldn't have gave you an ego. Just like you don't need a tail, so bitch, you don't have a tail. You don't need to breathe fire, so you don't breathe fire. What do you know? Somebody does breathe fire. Go brush your teeth. I don't know who that is. They got fire. Somebody got dragon's breath. They got fire breath. Their breath is hot. They need to brush their teeth. I don't think it's you though. I feel like it's somebody that you need to tell them to go brush their teeth because they got some hot ass breath. But in this case, like, you need an ego. That's why it was part of what you were born with. But it doesn't need to go unchecked. We were talking about who's doing the checking. It doesn't need to go unchecked. It needs to be balanced with the light. And that's what I'm seeing from our gorgeous Queen of Forces. She looks like checks and balances. She looks like the light and the dark. She's like, I can hold it all, baby. The angels and the demons, they all do my bidding. Hell yeah. So it's not so how do you healthily embrace the ego? You know what I'm saying? Show off a little bit. What's your thing? Show it off. Somebody's like, no, I'm kind of shy. I don't know. Maybe you need to go to one of them break it, busted up rooms, where they give you a bunch of shit, some goggles and a whole uniform so you don't break yourself. But you can go in there with a bat and a hammer and an axe and some more shit and break some shit up. Maybe somebody needs to take up shooting as a hobby, like, not people in shit, not wild in the streets, but at a range. Maybe somebody need to embrace their shadow energy. Maybe somebody needs to take up boxing or MMA, or I don't know. There is a healthy freaking way to indulge the ego and the shadow energies. But if you ignore that bitch or try to kill her, like, that's you. It's you. We don't need to kill off part of who we are and how we were perfectly designed to be. All that is doing too damn much. Slow your roll. You're doing too damn much if you're trying to create the death of the ego. The divine designed you perfectly. It's your job to figure out how that's true and not let any part of you run amok, unchecked, and unbalanced. Yeah. So our Queen of Forces is there. Now we can look at the bottom of the deck. Look at this. Five of Keys. And I love the words. It says wishes fulfilled. And we have what appears to be a kitchen on a boathouse with open windows and a whole bunch of everything. That kitchen is stocked, honey, fully stocked. Hello, you need to realize you came in here fully stocked. You were always fully stocked. So, what happens to life on the boathouse if they say, oh, yeah, we don't need all this? Let's just throw this shit overboard. We don't need all. Well, now you don't have it, but you did need it. That's why you brought it. But we're talking something more serious. We're talking about your human makeup. No, not the makeup you put on your face, dingbat. Oh, I just called you names. I'm not a big name caller, but I just called you names. I don't know who you are and why we had to say dingbat. Okay, dingbat. Somebody needs to hear the word dingbat. I don't know why. It's not my common vocabulary, but the Five of Keys, everything is here necessary. The wine over there, that's necessary. The cheese over there, the fruit over there, the bread over there, it's all necessary, baby. They even got a bottle of Hennessy down there. Like, they need it all. They need it all. Every bit of what you are made with, you need. You just need to understand it. And they said even Harry Potter had to learn how to control his magic. That's what I just heard. Even Harry Potter had to learn how to control his magic. I like the way this spread came out yesterday. So we're going to kind of repeat that. Got the Cozy Witch Tarot out. Let's shuffle her up and find out what is going on in your energy with this experience. But yeah, wishes fulfilled. It's like you came in fully stocked with everything you need. You may not have known what to do with it. I heard you didn't know what cheese paired with which wine or what wine paired with which bread. Wine and bread, is that really a pair? I don't know. I'm not a big wine drinker, but somebody does, and you're watching my show. Okay, what's your favorite wine and bread pairing? If you are that one, I don't know. If you're a wine drinker, put down some suggestions. Put a pairing suggestion in the comments. Okay, why? Because you are fully stocked. You know exactly what you have. You have everything that goes together. Okay. And it was all necessary. It was all necessary. You got everything you need. You just had to understand it. Okay. Everybody doesn't become a sommelier overnight. That takes years of training and practice and education. Yeah. It takes years of training and practice and education. So, okay, sommelier, is that how you say it? Sommelier? I don't know. Let me say it like a Texan might. A sommelier. A sommelier. I don't know. Is that how they would say it? Somebody's from Texas, okay? Everything's bigger in Texas. I heard everything's bigger in Texas. Has anybody seen the stuff on TikTok about the Leviathan that's as big as the state of Texas? Or at least they're calling it a Leviathan. Something's moving in the water. And I even saw one that makes it look like the snakehead. Shout out to Paulo and Janine. We got 2 more names on the list. Stick around, guys, till the end, because I'm going to pull you a personal message, and you will also be the head of a collective. Okay. So let's get into your energy now. Oops, this one goes over here. All right. It was really fun organizing 200 decks of cards, over 200 decks of cards. If you want to add to my collection, you're more than welcome to. There's a list of what I already have on my website, and there's an Amazon wish list below the video, and my address is updated on it. Oh my gosh. What is in your energy? So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Ooh, the good luck charm. If nothing seems to be going your way, cast a spell. This was the last card out yesterday, if I remember correctly. You cast the spell. When nothing seemed to be going your way, you cast the spell. When everything was up in the air and the hot air balloon was like, fuck, my hot air balloon. It left without me. Now it was their hot air balloon and it left without them. Interesting. Okay. Because in the beginning, when I first was reading the energy from that card, it was giving me, somebody lost their hot air balloon. It wasn't coming through like that's your hot air balloon and you done lost it. It flew without you. Now that's the way it's coming through. The good luck charm. If nothing seems to be going your way, cast a spell. She's got an acorn on her necklace. Okay, pineal gland activation. And so a lot of people, they say, the third eye is where you see. This is your clairvoyance. This is where you see. And I'm not going to argue with them, but what God told me was the third eye is where you're visualizing, communicating to spirit what you would like to create in your reality. And then the crown is where you get the downloads, and it comes down through the crown and is translated. And so the third eye serves that function as well. So this is somebody here who, see how she's got her glasses on? She's been studious. And with the fucking voice, I don't know what's going on with my voice for this reading today, but somebody has this really soft voice like this, and they talk like this, and I don't know who they are. Maybe you do. But she's got her glasses on. She's being studious. Third eye activation with that crown, or with that acorn. Okay. And again, nothing happens on accident during live. So me saying crown was on purpose. The crown. In other words, I see that there has been a vision that has been received by you about what it is supposed to be for you. And when I say supposed to be, like spirit has shown you what they have in store for you. I heard it's even better than what you imagined, but it's an amazing vision. And you're like, what the fuck? 9 of Swords. Laying in bed. You could be what the fucking, or you could be laying in the bed, like totally visualizing and putting it together. Which one are you? Because I'm seeing this energy both ways. You could be the one that's like, oh my God, what if, and that could go wrong. And what if this happens? And what if that doesn't work? And what if they don't like it? And what if I don't, what if I don't get it? And all that stuff. Or you could be the one who is putting it together. You know what I'm saying? Put it together, putting it together in your head. So, they want us to talk, they said delayed reaction. Be glad it's a delayed reaction. Okay. Be glad it's still delayed reaction, because what happens is you get this idea, you visualize it, then you get a chance to tweak it a little bit. You get a chance to tweak it a little bit. That's this laying in bed action. That's this laying in bed action where you're laying there and you got, what's that? Visions of fairies and sugar plums dancing in your head. No, that's a Christmas song. Um, but we are talking about visions dancing in your head as if it was the movie of you having the experience, the recording of you having the experience and getting in alignment with it, and then clearing out all the details. Or maybe it's not removing details but adding in more specifics to it, right? I hope you get that. What does it say? We all get a bit carried away with our worries sometimes. And as I see the word worry, immediately I'm reminded again, worrying is praying for what you don't want. Okay. Um, and it's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And it's like, I was trying to go to sleep. I was asleep. Why did you wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Oh my goodness. Somebody's going to be woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And when you get woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, or you have been, and when you get woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, your brain starts to immediately go into some thoughts. Which thoughts are those going into? Because there's something in that about you recognizing what needs to be worked through the funk and junk in your head. Because the thing is, so I'm looking at, it's not about miracles. Okay, I'm looking at a comment that's in the thread there. It says, I've been running from it, honestly, because of my non-belief of miracles. I need to stop. Okay, here's the thing. It's not about belief in miracles or non-belief in miracles. We're not talking so much about miracles. I mean, some of us like to use the word because we're not opposed to it. However, what we are talking about is the human ability to attract that which is like unto itself by frequency. So anywhere where there is worries, stressors, frustrations, things that need clarification, that's coming through. Some of you, you're gonna wake up at 3 in the morning from a freaking dream and you got some clarification. That's what's gonna happen for somebody. Okay, so you have your good luck charm. Yeah, cast a spell. Or for somebody who doesn't like magic and miracles type of talk, you set an intention, you did an affirmation, you made a goal, you put something on your vision board, you decided. You know what? That's how simple it is. You decided that this is what I want. You made a decision. You make the decision, universe starts to respond and pull the energy into that. Okay. Then the clarification process with the Nine of Swords. So a long time ago, when I first started reading, right, I'm like, what the fuck is this Nine of Swords about? The Rider-Waite Nine of Swords used to confound and confuse me all the time. And so one night, Spirit showed me the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords, as they showed me, was the alignment of thoughts. Because if you look, I love the way it is in this card, particularly. Because these these nine swords, they're kind of shaped like a number 8, right? They are put organized. They look like a chandelier. There's actually little chains connecting them all. So, and in the traditional Rider-Waite version, all the swords are just hung up on the wall, all in perfect order. In other words, getting your ideas and thoughts in alignment, getting it clear in your head, getting it clear in your mind. This is actually, when you get it clear in your mind, that phase is actually manifesting. That's what manifesting is. It's to make clear or obvious to the mind. It's also a list of goods that's out to sea on a ship. Look up your dictionary. But this is an important phase. And it's like, this doesn't take much work. For this to happen, all you really need to do is just live life, because you're going to have some sort of experience. And that experience that you have is going to make you choose something different. You're going to be like, oh my God, I thought I wanted this ice cream. I heard green tea ice cream. Turns out I don't like it. Can I please go back to chocolate? Or somebody's gonna be like, oh my God, chocolate has been my favorite my whole life until I tasted this green tea ice cream. And now that's the best. In other words, somebody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, I haven't found the right duvet cover for my bed. I need the perfect pattern. I don't know who you are, but it causes you to keep looking for something that you do like. So that moment when you actually figure out which flavor of ice cream you like, which duvet cover you like, which way you like your partner, which way you like your energy, your health, your appearance, your what is it? It's something, and it's kind of big. I heard it's kind of big. This is why it causes stress sometimes when you allow yourself to become preoccupied or over obsessed and overthink and just worrying is praying for what you don't want. But it's a great period. It's necessary, just like the dark, just like the dark. That all seeds are hatched in and all plants grow through. Likewise, your materialization comes from the manifestation of that idea. So there's something here about that. Let me see. Give me another card. Show me your energy. Okay. Something is ended. Somebody is really fucking worried about some shit that ended. Let me take it down to a real simple, really earthly level. Okay. Three of Swords. It's okay to cry from the library. There is somebody here. Listen, you're worried about something. You're gonna bump into them. They could be coming from yes. Okay. I see it clearly here. No, hold on, let me see the bottom of the deck. 8 of Wands. See, we were all going out trick-or-treating today. We were all going out trick-or-treating together. We were all in our witchy costumes. We were all casting this spell. What's the problem? Well, the problem is somebody got good luck. Somebody got good luck about it. It worked out. And somebody else is pissed the fuck off because all they did while they were casting the spell was worrying. All they did was worrying. So, of course, worrying is praying for what you don't want. So now they're a powerful manifester and they're receiving it. Now they're a powerful manifester and they are receiving it. Light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. It was go time. It was go time. Wishes were fulfilled. There was a need to get the balance of the light and the dark. There's a need to understand those worries and fears are to help filter shit out, not like this is what's going to really happen. You don't sit up there and really meditate and put more energy into when the fears and all that come out. You figure out where did that come from? Okay, somebody here is feeling, I heard, locked out of heaven. They're feeling like they've been locked out of heaven. They've been disappointed. There's some sadness. There is some sadness there. I want to know, what are they sad about? Off the top. They're sad because that shit is over. Having it all looks different to everyone. And it looks really different to everyone. Okay. This lady is a cat lady. She's surrounded by all her cats. Fuck. I'm going to go home to my cats again. Oh my God. I could have come home to someone else, but I'm going to go home to my cats again. Give me one more card off the top. What do we have? The 8 of Swords. Stop overthinking and just do it. I heard that's the lesson. Okay. All right, guys. I have some things I need to take care of, but I'm going to do a part 2 to this reading. So hold out, look out for more, and we're going to pull more cards. I'm going to leave all this just like it is. We did talk about overdoing it. We did talk about getting worried, praying for what we don't want. This is what I have at this point. I'll be back with a part 2 to this once I handle my things that I need to take care of. And I still got your names on the list. Michelle, Kelsey, Jakari, Pablo, Janine. I'll be back. Love you. Thanks for putting up with me and coming back. Until next time. Laters. Look for part 2.